Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Eric's Corner with a word to the not so wise. Thank you for staying with me thus far if you've been staying tuned to my channel. Today, we're going to discuss the border wall that all of a sudden makes total sense after 5 decades of refusing to take border security seriously. All of a sudden, a wall makes perfect sense. I mean, I just don't understand how they've let a problem get so terrible to where all of a sudden, like, oh, yeah, it's the other guy's fault. Yeah, 5 decades of lackadaisical border security and failed foreign policy at our southern border. And you're going to blame Trump for his 4 year regime, as you might call it. Now, not going on a pro Trump rant here. I mean, I think he's kind of an asshole, but you know what? You kind of need an asshole for a president because I just failed to understand how the federal government filed a lawsuit against Arizona, said remove the Connex border wall you made, against Texas, said remove your floating barricade that you made. And now all of a sudden they waived, what, 26, 28 federal laws to put a border wall up after they've let people pour over our borders. 18 to 35-year-old men. I mean, these aren't women and children. It'd be a way different story if it was wives and children. I mean, who's financially benefiting from this? I mean, I keep preaching, hey, follow the money trail. Okay, somebody's getting rich off letting people pour over the borders. Is it which politicians are getting bribes from the cartels or the child sex traffickers? I just am just dumbfounded and confused as to how any of this can make sense to anybody. Um, it's kids in cages. Well, now they're unaccompanied minors in overflow facilities. I mean, if you're just going to change gears that simply and just believe the buzz phrase like that, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't think most people are buying it. Again, who built the cages? The Biden administration. Well, I'm sorry, the Biden Obama administration. And how many kids have we rescued that were being smuggled over the border? A lot of them. I mean, if I go break into somebody's house and I bring my 4-year-old, guess what? The cops are going to take him from me. I mean, they're probably not going to put him in a jail cell, but I mean, if they did, I mean, whose fault is it but my own? I mean, all you're doing is taking and exploiting these people, and they're too desperate to realize what was going on. I just don't understand why we can't have border security. When, I mean, have you seen the border wall in Israel? Don't they have like a 40-foot concrete wall running around Israel? Have you seen the southern wall in Mexico? And I mean, don't they have razor wire and armed military security there? But we're not allowed to. If I want to immigrate to Mexico legally, I have to speak the language, have a job skill, this, that, and the other thing. And that's okay when they do it, but when we expect the same standard, it's all of a sudden just, well, I mean, how dare you? The people of Mexico City are telling people to stop moving there because it's screwing up their economy. Oh, oh, boo hoo. Oh, man, Jesus criminy. At least people, when they go to Mexico for medical treatment, pay cash for it. Don't expect their government to. I mean, this just beyond makes absolute no sense to me. Which, I mean, it's by design. I mean, it's supposed to not make any sense, I think. Um, I I wonder also, where are all these people going? I mean, they're going to these sanctuary cities that kicked them all out, and it's, well, they don't have the facilities to take all these people in. Well, I thought why'd you make yourself a sanctuary city then? You know why you did it? Because it makes you look nice. It makes you look like the hero. George Carlin said, NIMBYs, not in my backyard. Oh, well, we're a sanctuary city. We welcome these people with open arms. You got 2 busloads. There are like 60 of them, and you rounded them up at the National Guard and kicked them out. Dude, I mean, it was the Martha's Vineyard, one of the wealthiest places on the planet. Or, well, probably not on the planet, but at least in the country. Definitely in New York. And, well, we don't have the facilities. Okay, so practice what you preach, and they don't do it. The left, it just does not practice what they preach. They just do not make any goddamn sense. You have these really big reaches you try to find hypocrisy in, and it's just a shred of relative philosophy, just a shred. you guys completely backpedal and back over yourselves and step on your own dicks. And then it's like, well, I mean, you always have some convenient excuse, and we're all tired of it. And again, where are all these people going? How are they making it all the way up there? These massive caravans. I mean, you've seen the pictures. I mean, they're showing up. I mean, how do you move thousands of people that can walk hundreds of miles? I mean, where are they sleeping? How are they getting food, water? I mean, they're showing up in relatively clean clothes. I mean, these aren't people escaping a war. What war is going on in Central America? I mean, if there's something going on there, for the love of God, tell me, because I'm not seeing anything. What are they, escaping the cartels? Okay, stay there and fix your own goddamn problem. Tell your own they need to fix this shit. Because, I mean, when did the whole world's problems become Americans' responsibility? I'm sorry. I mean, we can't help other people if we can't help ourselves. You know, right now, me personally, if I happen across an old boy that, you know, his car's broke down or whatever, okay, I can help him. A couple months ago, dude was pulled into my driveway, kind of, and I could tell he's obviously having vehicle problems. So we tried to start it. I towed it around to the other side of the property. I gave him a ride home. It's a couple miles up the road. Okay, that's me looking out for the next guy because I could afford the couple dollars in gas. I think he even flipped me $20 for fuel, which wasn't necessary, but okay. I mean, you can't help other people when you can't help yourselves. I mean, if I didn't own a vehicle, how am I supposed to help him and get him home? You know, so I don't know. So they want to build a wall now, and all of a sudden it's so virtuous and hooray, look at me, we're the heroes now. That government just created such a huge problem, and now they're coming to the rescue with a solution, finally, that they could have just done during the Trump administration. And he was criticized and, oh, everything's so racist. Well, illegal immigrant isn't a race, by the way. I mean, Mexican is a nationality. It's the people coming from there, and it's not a skin color issue. I don't know why you think it is, but no, it's just the easiest way just to debunk things and just to argue and just try and feel self-righteous in your own mind about what a good person you are. I mean, I've seen the YouTube videos like, hey, leave your Biden signs up in your yard and say, hey, bring a couple people into your own house. Well, I can't do that. Well, neither can anybody else. So yeah, it's absurd. I don't know. So that's all I got on this topic for now. Thank you for joining me. If you're even still tuned in, I plan to do some more videos. Actually, in case you're wondering, I mentioned the trailer I was putting lights on. Well, I got that all rigged up. All the lights worked in the first shot, which is fantastic. Doesn't always happen when I'm doing a project. Usually there's some tinkering, but looks good. I might show you some how-to videos if that's something you're interested in. But again, leave something in the comments. Tell me what you want my 2 cents on. I think the next video I'm gonna talk about vehicle emissions and again why it's a total scam. And you know what? Your hero, the government, got involved and made things worse. Wow, shocking! This has only happened every single goddamn time throughout all of history of government. But whatever. Best I can do about it is just at least vent and get it off my chest and at least bitch to my camera phone here. So, hope to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more, and like and share my video and spread the word of, I don't know, the ballad of Eric's bitching. I don't know what else to call it. So thanks for joining me. Have a good night.